Good morning. Today's Friday. Yay, September 7th, 2018. Welcome to First Cup. My name's Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Coffee. One of these days there's going to be a day where I just sit there and I do this. And every couple minutes I drink coffee. I'm so happy it's Friday. Which is weird because quite often weekends don't mean anything for me because I still work. But as I've backed off on attending events, there's far more going on the personal side of my life over the weekends. Now this weekend I'm not doing anything in particular. I'm around. But that's kind of the fun of it. It's the thing I'm looking forward to. I have opportunities, possibilities. Like, maybe I'll have time to clean up my house. Ugh, it's not dirty, it's just cluttered. I'm a pile person. I organize things into piles. Like, there's a pile of samples. There's a pile of samples that need to be cataloged and moved to the warehouse. There's a pile of samples because that other pile of samples is too big. And there's some dishes in the sink because I didn't unload the clean dishes yet from the dishwasher. So stuff like that. Yes, I'm looking forward to emptying the dishwasher. One of the things that's been really helpful to me over the last 3 to 6 months, as I look at my schedule, as I look at the massive amount of stuff I have to do, is really focusing on priorities. And I know this week I talked a lot about priorities, but the piece that it gives me a bit of comfort is the realization that because we have a separate warehouse, because we have warehouse staff, all the product stuff, the stuff that brings in the money, happens. I don't want to say regardless of what I do, because I still have to do ordering and make sure product's in the right place, but I don't have to pack the boxes. I don't have to make the product. There's so much that I don't have to do. And what that means is pretty much everything that I do, excuse me, is to move the company forward. So I can kind of relax and say, you know what? If I don't get to this thing today, it's all right. Yeah. So, finally cooled off. Last night was, I don't know, 60s, maybe even upper 50s, which is what we should be having for early September. So I slept great. Far better than the 90 degrees going into mid to high 70s we had the night before. Ugh, that was gross. There's a chipmunk in my attic, or some kind of critter. Not really happy about that. I have to put some stuff up there to deal with it. No, not a thing I enjoy doing, but a thing that's gonna happen. What's happening today? Today I go for a massage. I have a friend who went out on her own in her massage practice, and she's growing that, and said, hey, can you help me with some marketing stuff? And so we're going to trade. So I helped her with some marketing stuff, and now she's going to give me a massage, and I'll help her with some more marketing stuff in the future, and we'll just keep doing that, which is perfect, because this shoulder could use some help. So timing on that's perfect. I've got a meeting with an investment group. Then I'll do some email type stuff. I have to shave at some point. And then I'll go to the gym and go to Kempo and go out with some friends. It's Friday night. Go grab a drink. Celebrate the end of the work week. I had a great meeting with someone last night. That sounded kind of creepy and dirty. That's not how I meant it. A professional meeting. meeting with someone who, if I look forward a couple years, is likely to be heavily involved in whistlekick. And I won't go into detail about what we talked about, but our conversations often revolve around me and this individual. Oh, hold on. Me and this individual, our conversations often revolve around our respective skill sets. And I think it's so important to understand what you're good at and do the things that you are best at and give the tasks that you are not best at to somebody else, if possible. There's a lot of stuff that I still have to do that I'm not great at. I'll admit that. But the stuff that I am, I get to spend most of my day doing that. And so I think that that's one of our strengths here as a company, and it's one that I continue to try to work on. And that's advice that I give to people, whether they work for themselves or not, whether it's a small company or a big company. What is the thing that you can be the best in the world at? And focus on that, develop that skill set, and find opportunities to use it. And as you get better, to get more specific in what you're great at. You know, if I think about it in terms of martial arts, my best skill set as a teacher is in helping people make incremental progress in whatever it is they're working on. I tend to be really good at seeing how people use their body. So if you are trying to get better with your forms or your sparring in competition, or if you're looking at trying to refine basic technique, you know, there are things that I can do to help you. That is one of my gifts in the martial arts. I am not the best at coaching fighting, but I'm good at coaching across the board. Honestly, it's probably more on the basic side. That's what I hone in on when I work with people. So I'm going to revise my answer. I'm good at teaching basics, at finding that refinement. Maybe you're really good at kicking super fast or being flexible or whatever. And there's a lot of value, there's a lot of power in understanding what you're really good at and working on that. You know, one of the bits of advice that we get in life is that you should spend your time working on the things that you're the worst at. And I think there's some places that's true. As a martial artist, I believe you want to be well-rounded and you do want to work on everything. But when it comes to your profession, when it comes to carving out your place in the world, very rarely is someone applauded for being well-rounded. When I think about my martial arts practice, that is what I'm most proud of, but I'm never going to be recognized for that. No one's ever going to say, hey, you know, Jeremy is a very well-rounded, good martial artist. That doesn't get attention. And the same applies in all aspects of life. So find the thing that you are great at, or that you can be great at, and keep hammering on that until the world says, yes, she is. That person is great at that. This show is not that. I'm never going to be the best at doing a morning show because my head is too shiny. No, that's not why. But probably because I'm not passionate about it. I enjoy doing this show, but it's not the thing that when I wake up in the morning I say, oh, yay, I get to go do first cup. I'll be honest. This messes with my morning routine. I have to plan out when and how I'm going to have coffee. And I have to wake up a little bit before I have coffee. Otherwise, I sit there and I'm going to drool into my cup while you guys look at me. And that's not cool. That doesn't make you think well of me or of this company. So, all right. So if I had one bit for you today, it is to think about, what is the thing in martial arts or out, or maybe one of each, that you can be the best at. Once you know what that is, start working on it. There are a nearly infinite number of ways to get from where you are to where that is, and an infinite number of steps along those paths. So you have to choose the right one. You have to decide what those steps are. I can't do that for you. I can't even tell you what they might be. But I know if you're making progress, you're doing the right thing. So I hope you have a great weekend. I will see you back here on Monday. Have a great Friday. Peace.